that sounds personal.
Who said it's personal?
Well, the words that just came out of your mouth and the look in your eyes. I'm gonna guess that J.R. Chandler is really feeding you a lot of lies to get you to hate Caleb. Because there's really a lot about that man that you don't know.
Is that right?
Look, I'll be honest with you. I didn't get along with him either, not to begin with. I mean, he's gruff and he's stubborn, but he has a heart. And his priority is really his family.
And how would you know that?
Well, his uncle, Palmer Cortland, recently passed away and asked Caleb if he would fulfill his last wishes here in Pine Valley. Now, Caleb could have walked away, but he didn't. He stayed because he understands the value of family loyalty.
Why are we talking about this guy?
Look, I've known J.R. Chandler for a very, very long time, and I know that he doesn't trust most people very easily. So if he has taken you into his confidence, he must really think there's something very special about you.
Right place, right time. Pretty much it.
Oh, no. I'm sure there's much more to it than that. I mean it. I can see you're a very smart young man. I'm sure you're smart enough to recognize a good deal when you see one. Despite the things that JR's been telling you, please believe me. JR is the bad guy here, not Caleb.
Back to him again.
The Chandlers stole things that don't belong to them. So you could continue working for the thieves, end up in jail yourself. Or, if you brought us information, any information at all, you'd find yourself very handsomely rewarded.
Working for Caleb. Yeah. No reward is worth that.
Jack? Jack, are you home? I've had the most exhausting day.
Sounds like someone needs a hug.
Greenlee. Be nice, huh?
Did someone forget to tell me that we are having a guest tonight?
It wasn't my idea.
And yet you went right for the good sheets.
Well, I could put them back. We could have a girls' night in your room.
Okay.
Listen, I have already dealt with one troublemaker today. This really is all that I can take.
I told you this was a mistake.
It doesn't have to be a mistake. Look, I just thought that...
You just thought that you would like to protect your daughter from the media, so whose building has better security than mine?
Exactly right, sweetheart. I wasn't going to spring it on you. I was about to call. In fact.
Look, Greenlee, am I right in assuming that you hate being here as much as I hate having you?
Actually, I owe you an apology.
Well, maybe we should alert the media.
Give me a break. I'm trying. You know what? This is a bad idea. I'll just go find something.
No.
No. Stay. Apparently, this is very important to your father, which makes it then sort of important to me.
Sort of?
Give me a break. I'm trying.
Okay. So can I leave you two ladies alone long enough to make a phone call, do you suppose?
Hurry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
You're calling Ryan? I told you to keep him out of this. You were calling him behind my back?
Would someone please fill me in?
Either my lawyer isn't listening or my father isn't. One way or another, it ends now. Let's go.
What are you doing here?
Your maid let me in the back way?
Just because you work for JR doesn't mean you can just show up here and hang out in my room and whatever. What's your problem?
My boys were just put in a vice by Erica Kane.
Erica? Why?
Who knows? She's tough, though. Got all up in my face trying to convince me that something was true when I know that it's not.
Convince you of what?
I don't even remember. It's just crazy to have this person you see on TV suddenly turning the screws on you.
Well, maybe she can come do the same thing to JR.
You're in a good mood. What's up? More family stuff?
Yeah. I mean, just when I thought things couldn't get worse. Surprise. They do. I mean, how is that even possible?
I'm sorry things are rough right now. But maybe it's as bad as it gets. It'll get better.
The only way it can get better is if my dad came back home for good. You know, there's something about having your dad around that... I'm sorry. You lost your dad when you were young, right?
Yeah. No, I'm over it, trust me.
Really? You can just get over something like that?
You find ways?
I miss my dad so much. You must miss your dad. Do you remember anything about him?
Not really.
Really? You never heard stories about him? Like, maybe like what he was like?
What difference would it make? He's not here anymore.
Do you ever, I don't know, talk to him? Like, if he was here right now, what would you say to him?
Sorry to just drop by like this.
We need to deal with this right now so there's no confusion.
Confusion over what?
My father's plan for my defense. He wants to create reasonable doubt by serving you up to the jury, planting it in their minds that you might have killed David.
What?
I tried to talk him out of it, but he won't listen to me. And I just caught him trying to call you behind my back. So let's just be clear. This is not what I want. Making you look guilty, that is his strategy.
No, Greenlee, it's mine. It was my idea. I proposed it to Jack.
What? You're gonna go after the father of my child?
Can we just not worry about me for a second? This is the best way to help you, Greenlee.
Why isn't anyone listening to me? I'm the defendant. You work for me. This is not going to happen.
I want to help you. This is the best chance I have to do that, okay? We can put an end to all of this. Why are you even fighting this?
Are you seriously asking me that?
Look, I'm telling you, this will work.
Go ahead. Do it. I'll fire you.
No. No, Greenlee, you won't. Look, you're trying to help me, and just saying, and I appreciate that. I really do. I'm serious, but firing your attorney a day before the trial, that's not a good idea. That's not smart, okay? Jackson, you put me on the stand, I will be your dream witness.
No, I came over here to kill this stupid idea. You know what happens if this turns back on you? Your kids suffer. Kendall hates me forever. I'm not living with that. Kendall, help me out.
May, this is not my call to make.
Just think about how sweet it is when you hear the words "not guilty." It'll be done, okay? There's no reason to fight this. Really.
Hey, you should go.
I think that went well.
I meant what I said. Do not do this.
Look, I have some things to do. Why don't I put you in a cab? I'll let Erica know you're on your way, and we'll go over all this tomorrow morning, all right?
Why bother? My opinion obviously means nothing.
Caleb, I just want you to know that I decided to disregard your advice about talking to JR's employees. Asher is a very intense young man, and I think that there's a lot more to him than either one of us knows.
I'm thinking see, what would I say to my dad? Maybe, where the hell have you been all my life?
That's not funny.
It wasn't meant to be.
Look, if this is weird for you, we don't have to talk about
Look,
it.
honestly, I wouldn't know what to say to him.
Well, maybe you don't know what you would say to your dad, but I think I know what your dad would say to you. He would say, I'm really proud of you.
Proud of me. For what?
For one thing, you saved my life.
You said